Captain Logan.
And I'm Jayson.
Jayson, where did we go last week?
To the convention.
Yeah, we went to Planet Comicon?
Yep.
Yeah, usually we try to do our annual post-convention video right after the con, but if you've noticed with any of the content I've been putting out in the last few days, my voice has been horrendous and pretty much non-existent since the convention, so we didn't go ahead and do this until my voice mostly came back. It's sounding okay now. It's still kind of clipping at the tops a little bit, but I thought we were finally good enough to go ahead and give you our post-convention report. So, Jayson, what were we doing at the convention?
Well, we had a table.
We had a table.
We had a table, and it was right next to the Batman 66 stuff, and DeLorean, and Back to the Future stuff, too.
Was that pretty fun?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite thing? The 66 car or the DeLorean?
The 66 stuff.
Yep. Jayson got his picture taken next to the DeLorean. We showed you that in a video last week, and you got to hang out with the guy in the Batsuit quite a bit. Did you get to watch some Batman 66?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of season 1. Some of season 1.
You know, you probably didn't watch all of it in one day. So what kinds of stuff were we selling?
We were selling Midwest and Panos.
Yeah, that's our documentary about comic shops across the Midwest, and
Comics to the Screen 2015 exam.
yeah, so this is my trivia book about comic book movies, and I'm going to put one of these out every year for the movies that came out the previous year, and then with lots and lots of quizzes about other comic movies going all the way back. We did okay with this stuff. We sold a few copies of each, and I mean, people keep asking me about the stuff. We will be making these available to you very shortly. I'm working on an announcement right now for you about these, so stay tuned. Just in case you're wondering, this is going to be $10. $3.50 shipping, and the booklet is going to be $5, $3.50 shipping, and then we'll combine shipping if you want both. But anyway, I'll have an official announcement about that coming pretty soon. So this was somewhat of a different show for us, because usually when we do Planet Comicon, we just kind of walk it and buy stuff and hang out, and last year I cosplayed as Spawn. But this year it was more of a work weekend for me. We had a table, as Jayson said, and I was also asked to do trivia on stage all weekend, so I did 9 trivia shows about a gambit of a plethora of different geeky subjects, and we posted videos about a lot of those, and as a lot of people keep saying in the comments, it's kind of a chronicle of the loss of my voice over the weekend, but that was a lot of fun. That went really well, and I was excited about the crowds that we generated. Folks always like to know what we pick up at the conventions and who we talk to. I didn't talk to nearly as many comic creators as I usually do, just because I didn't get a chance to walk it as often, and this is the biggest it's ever been. It was huge. I guarantee you I didn't see everything. And I talked to more celebrity guests this time than I did comic writers or artists. I did an interview that I posted last week with Kevin J. Anderson, and you got to meet Kevin, who wrote The Last Days of Krypton, which is one of my favorite books, and one of my favorite books based on comics. Jayson, Kevin liked you a lot.
Yeah.
You were really good for us when we were in there. I interviewed with him for 25 minutes, and I had Jayson with me that day, and Jayson just kind of sat in the corner and watched, and Kevin was really impressed with him for just hanging out, and you guys talked a little bit, so that was fun. So we'll show you a little bit of the cool stuff that we got. I guess I'll mention real quick too a couple other people that I talked to. I talked to Michael Rooker, who is Yondu in Guardians of the Galaxy, and sorry, you didn't get to see Michael Rooker. I talked to him on a day you weren't there. But do you remember Yondu?
Yeah.
Remember the guy with the light on his head and the whistle thing? Yep. So not him, and he was also in Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, and we talked about that and how traumatized I was by that movie, and he was very happy by how traumatized I was by that movie. And then Jayson, who did you get to meet?
I got to meet the Wood Ranger, Waki.
Yeah, so
he's in Zoo and and Power Rangers.
Yeah,
my movie.
The second and third season, yeah, and he was in the movie. And so that is Steve Cardenas, and he was a lot of fun. I was really impressed with him because there were a couple of guys. There wasn't a line. Jason and I were chatting with him, but there were a couple of guys next to us that were talking right in front of his table. And they started swearing, and Steve Cardenas stopped them, and he was really polite about it, but he was really firm. He was like, "Hey, there's a kid right here. What are you doing?" And I thought that was really cool of him. I was kind of impressed with that. So Jason has been working on this print for 3 years now, and we have 3 signatures on it already. So for 3 years, we've got 3 signatures. We've got Billy the Blue Ranger, and we've got Zach the Black Ranger, and we have Rocky the Red Ranger, and then at the Kansas City Comic-Con in August, which is held in the same arena as Planet Comicon. It looks like I'm probably going to be doing trivia at that show also, and Austin St. John's going to be there. So Jason's going to also get Jayson the Red Ranger signature.
Yeah. Yep.
So you are making out on Power Rangers this year, kid. Is that exciting?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so should we show the prints?
Yes.
Okay, so I always like to buy prints at cons, and here are the couple I got this time. I bought this one for the Batcave and for my wife, because Sarah always likes to get prints at cons, and she wasn't able to go with me this time. So here is an oil painting of the Joker from '89, and this is from a specific scene, which I thought was kind of cool. This is the "wait till they get a load of me" oop scene, and I thought this was just absolutely magnificent, so I picked that up. And then the other one, and you weren't with me when I got this one, Jason. Do you know who this is?
That's Black Canary from Arrow.
From Arrow, yeah, that's right. So, as a lot of people know, Sarah Lance is my favorite character on that show, and
she died.
Yeah, and I'm super sad when that happens. So, I managed to do lots of cool, fun Sarah Lance stuff at the convention. I found this wonderful print, and I bought this from a guy who sold me some other prints at discount so that I could give them away on the trivia show, because I wanted more prizes that had to do with what we were talking about. So I gave away an Arrow poster, and I gave away a really cool Deadpool and Harley Quinn print that was them as like the farmer and his wife, the famous painting, and then I bought this from him, and I thought he got her likeness just dead on, and this is a really nice, well drawn picture. But I also got to take a couple of selfies. I took selfies all weekend. Found lots and lots of really great cosplayers posted on Facebook all weekend, and if you haven't seen those, go check out Geekvolution on Facebook and take a look. I found lots of really cool cosplayers, and I managed to get a selfie with not one but 2 different Sarah Lances, and then I bought a couple of ties. For screen and just for fun. I found, and I'm in talks with the folks that sell these ties to get more of them and to advertise for them a little bit here on the channel. Here is my Wayne Enterprises tie, and then
Batman's eye.
And then here is my Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Don't Panic tie. I honestly wanted to buy like 12, but like I said, I may be getting some more of those from those folks. And then here is the Back to the Future card game. I bought that because it's out of print, and there aren't very many left. And the folks that had the DeLorean were selling these, and I've been kind of curious about it. This is made by the same people that did Flux, and I think it's supposed to play a little bit like Flux, so I'm kind of curious about that, see how that plays. But you got to hang out with those folks.
Yeah.
And got your picture taken by the DeLorean. So, anything else about the convention you want to talk about?
Well. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You didn't mention the comic book owners we actually talked to, right?
Oh, are you talking about from Midwestern Panels?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right, we didn't, and you know, I meant to take a camera and go shoot them and talk to them at the con, and I just didn't have time to do it. But yeah, we mentioned this in the last video we made at the convention, but 5 of the 10 store owners from the Midwestern panels were actually there at the convention, and 3 of them were catty corner right across from each other. So so that was really cool. There was like a triangle of stores that had booths from the Midwestern panels. Something else we learned that I didn't know is that one of our stores has already closed. Star Clipper closed like last weekend. And they're in the documentary. Star Clipper was in Clayton, Missouri, in the suburb of St. Louis, and they've already closed. And they were around for 26 years. I couldn't believe it, and I thought that was really super sad. But I wouldn't have known that yet had it not been for the convention, because one of the other store owners that's in the movie talked about that. So anyway, that was fun. And did you talk to Kevin and Fran a little bit from Acme?
Yep.
We've hit it off with them real hard. They're in Sioux City, Iowa. They've got Acme, and like I said, they're one of the stores in the movie, and we're going to be seeing them next week. We start taking the movie on tour next weekend, March 28th. We're going to be going to let's see, the first store is Limited Edition in Cedar Falls, and then the next day we go to Mayhem in Ames, Iowa, and the week after we're doing Acme for their big 20th anniversary blowout party, which is super cool. They've been around for 20 years, and they're going to have a big giant party there at their store, and they're featuring the movie, which is super cool of them. We're also, in case you're interested, going to be showing the movie. Right now the plan is twice at the Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. So if you can make it out to that in May, be sure and do that, because you'll get to see the movie on a big screen there. That'll be in an actual movie theater. Thanks for mentioning that. What else should we talk about?
I don't know where I have a Bring It shirt that has Spider-Man, Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man.
Yeah, that's a good shirt.
That's good, yeah.
But is there anything else about the convention that we should talk about?
Well, I got a card from Back to the Future too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I didn't show it because I lost it.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, everybody, thanks as always for watching. We sure appreciate it. And that is our post-Comic-Con report. And if we do, we're almost certainly going to be doing Kansas City Comic-Con. If we do that, we'll probably do another one of these for you then. Look forward to more videos. I'm going to be doing a lot of comic reviews. I'm trying to catch up on stuff. Crisis is happening tomorrow. We'll be doing Primetime Crisis live at 8 o'clock. Be sure to be there live if you can. We're going to be chatting with our live audience as always and talking about a ton of shows. A lot of stuff came out this last week. We haven't done Crisis in 2 weeks, and we'll also be covering the Gotham episode we missed last week. So I think all in all, it's like 7 or 8 shows, and we will be talking about the first 2 episodes of iZombie. So anyway, come check that out, and thanks a bunch for watching. We sure appreciate it. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Jayson. Bye.